Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly video message. As a Jewish world, we are in our third week of the practice of Sfirat HaOmer, or counting the Omer. To give a recap of this practice, it involves ritually counting each day for the 49 days between Passover and Shavuot. But it's also a practice of spiritual introspection and growth. During this time, the Jewish mystical tradition invites us to reflect and grow in different aspects of our characters, in line with the 7 divine qualities or midot that manifest in our universe and within us. Each week, we're invited to focus on a different one of these divine qualities for reflection and growth. Now, we do this practice not only for personal growth, but we do it for the sake of reaching ever deeper levels of freedom. Although we as a Jewish people have left the tyranny and oppression of Egypt, we are still very much in the wilderness, and we are far from a world of freedom and thriving that the Torah envisions. We do practices like this one, like Sfirat HaOmer, because it creates the space in our collective heart and spirit for a world of freedom and thriving to emerge. This inner work can help us be even more loving and generous, more discerning, balanced, driven, and courageous, more humble, solid, and visionary. And this paves the way for a world that is freer and more thriving for us all to emerge. Now, this week, the Jewish mystical tradition invites us to focus on the spiritual trait of Tiferet, which is associated with beauty, harmony, balance, compassion, and truth. The Midah of Tiferet invites us to deepen our heart's capacity to hold compassion and truth together in balance. It invites us to be grounded in what we know to be right and true, and to advocate strongly for the world as it should be, while at the same time it invites us to turn toward those whose experiences and beliefs are different from our own with compassion and curiosity. This is not about condoning beliefs that we think are harmful, and that is not something that we should do. This is about recognizing each other's humanity and recognizing that a freer and more thriving world can only happen when we figure out how to build it together. Tiferet invites us to deepen our heart space for both truth and compassion. And in that balance, a freer and more thriving world can emerge. With that, I want to invite us all to reflect this week. In what ways might we want to grow in the midah or divine trait of Tiferet, or beauty, harmony, balance, compassion, and truth? And how might growing in this trait of Tiferet contribute to making the world a freer and more thriving place for us all? As usual, I look forward to hearing your responses to these questions. You can reach me at rabbi@bethtorah.org. I look forward to hearing what's on your heart and your mind.